How to Cite, APA 7th edition. This video outlines how you can create in-text citations for two authors who share the same surname. Sometimes two authors may have the same surname. For example, you could be quoting a work from Big Bird in one paragraph and Larry Bird in another. You might likewise cite Chris Hemsworth in one paragraph and Liam Hemsworth in another, or Kim Kardashian in one paragraph and Khloe Kardashian in another. If you do not differentiate between them, the reader may assume, based on the surname, that the researchers are the same person. This is problematic for two key reasons. First, your work may look over-reliant on one researcher, which could suggest a potential bias in your research strategy. Second, the reader may assume that one person is arguing two contrary positions should the two authors hold contrary positions. Therefore, it is important to differentiate between these authors. The question is, how do you differentiate between two authors with the same surname? The answer is quite pragmatic. We simply include the author's initials before their surname. For example, if we are comparing and contrasting the musings of literary titan Jonathan Swift with pop music icon Taylor Swift, it might look like this. J. Swift, 1729, states that Ireland's destitute mothers must spend their time begging for food to support their helpless infants. However, T. Swift, 2014, argues that when people encounter hardships, they should simply shake them off. Here we have the J before Jonathan Swift's surname, and respectively the T before Taylor Swift's surname. Likewise, we might be comparing and contrasting the thoughts of cricket sensation Akshar Patel with that of famed thespian Dev Patel. Here we have A. Patel, 2020, argues that the best way to make $1 million is by playing professional cricket. However, D. Patel, 2021, argues that it is much easier to win a game show or become an actor. Here, of course, we have respectively the A before Akshar Patel's surname and the D before Dev Patel's surname. Perhaps you're a Mando Pop fan and your favorite group is the TF Boys. In this case, you might want to compare Carrie Wong with Roy Wong. Here we write K. Wong, 2020, notes that the United Nations is vital and thus supports their environmental efforts. R. Wong, 2021, agrees but focuses on supporting the United Nations Children's Fund. Here we have the initial K period before Carrie Wong's surname and R period before Roy Wong's surname. Question: what if both authors have the same first initial? To differentiate between authors who share the same surname and who share the same first initial for their given name, we're simply going to include their full given name or full first name. Let's say, for example, that we are comparing and contrasting the thoughts put forward by pop star Janet Jackson with those put forward by civil rights icon Jesse Jackson. Here we have Janet Jackson argues that one must have a choice to have freedom. However, Jesse Jackson argues that leaders don't just choose sides, they unite them. In this case, both authors have the same first initial for their given name, the letter J. Therefore, to differentiate, we'll include Janet Jackson's given name, Janet, before her surname, and Jesse Jackson's given name, Jesse, before his surname. Question: what if two co-authors share the same surname? Do we need to differentiate between them? No, there is no need to differentiate between two co-authors who share the same surname. In this context, readers will realize that the authors are different people. Therefore, there's no need to differentiate between them. Let's assume that we're citing an article that was co-authored by twins Robin Lopez and Brooke Lopez. The citation might go as follows: Lopez and Lopez, 2019, we're confident that the Milwaukee Bucks would be able to compete for an NBA title. In this case, because the two authors are cited by each, the reader realizes that they're two different people. We do not need to include their initials. Now you know how to create an in-text citation in accordance with APA 7th edition for two separate works whose respective authors share the same surname. However, if you have any other citing and referencing questions or any questions about writing in general, do not hesitate to book an appointment with the Writing Support Desk through My Success. We do encourage you to book early though, because our appointments fill up quickly. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.